Vice President Venkaiah Naidu on his maiden visit in Manipur says not to politicize rape cases, says rape has no political color, is a crime and perpetrators should be punished. Health Minister Jayant Kumar opens up on relocation of Imphal East District Hospital from Sagolmang, proposes a sub-divisional hospital at Sagolmang. Manipur Pollution Control Board urges both government and private hospitals to follow the guidelines of the state government. And PHED official says a 15-year-old Imphal sewage project is 96% completed. Full completion is expected before December this year. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari with the top stories and the latest news at this hour. The Vice President of India, M. Venkaiah Naidu, on his maiden visit in Manipur as a part of his 3-day tour program to Assam, Meghalaya and Manipur, stated that rape has no political color, rape is a crime, it should be condemned and action should be taken against the perpetrators. The Vice President was speaking as the chief guest at the valedictory function of the state-level workshop on biodiversity and sustainable agriculture for doubling of farmers' income this afternoon, jointly organized by the Government of Manipur and Central Agricultural University, KAU, Imphal at City Convention Center in Palace Compound. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu arrived in Imphal in the Indian Air Force plane Rajan, which landed the Imphal International Airport at 1:50 this afternoon. The Vice President of India, M. Venkaiah Naidu, upon his arrival at the airport, was accorded a warm welcome by the state official led by the Governor of Manipur, Dr. Nachma Heptullah. Venkaiah Naidu said a women's society of the nation has the potential to lead in any given course of work. Speaking on the theme of the workshop, the Vice President of India said, "We must look towards horizontal development." He said, "The farmers of the state must be motivated for high yield. Poor road connectivity will hinder the agricultural products and hence he opined to improve road connectivity." He said, "The state of Manipur is blessed with biodiversity from time immemorial." He also said the state government must implement the central sponsor schemes and projects properly and sincerely to help bring an overall development in the state. Venkaiah Naidu also suggested for farmers of the state to collaborate with scientists who are working to develop agri-products. Calling the attention of the scientists concerned, the Vice President urged him to try find scientific techniques for better breeds of livestock. He also congratulated women weightlifters of the state Mirabai and Sanjita and women boxer Mary Kom for bagging gold medals recently in the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games. Governor of Manipur Dr. Nachma Heptullah, Chief Minister Nongthom Biren, Deputy Chief Minister Yumnam Joy Kumar, other ministers, MLAs, officials of the Agriculture Department, Horticulture and Social Conservation Department, teaching faculties of Manipur University and CAU were among those present at the event. The Vice President of India was honored by presenting him painting depicting the state's history.
Convergence of central schemes and state schemes and working on this is what is required. The Prime Minister is pro-farmer, farmer-friendly. The Finance Minister has announced 11 lakh crores credit for the agriculture. They are talking of so many schemes. Those schemes should be dovetailed with the local conditions and they should be implemented in Manipur. And then you will be able to fight the poor. Gone are the days looking to Delhi for everything. You must first look to Gully. What is available here? How to tap the potentiality? How to make the people to participate in this? That should be the focus of development story in the coming days. We should think that we are one nation. Our language may be different. Our dialects may be different. Our dress may be different. Different dress. But we are all one. East or West, India is the best. And any internal problems, we must sort ourselves. Not allowing women to do something. Women in this country are respected from the times immemorial. And agenda of development of all people, there should be an integrated development. That should be the approach. These recommendations It will be taken seriously by the state government, seriously by Government of India, and then we'll be moving forward.
Speaking on the occasion, Governor Dr. Najma Heptullah stated that Manipur has a unique culture with distinct climatic condition which favors diversified flora and fauna. She maintained that the state, however, has undergone immense transformations with time. Low availability of high-yielding variety of seeds and lack of proper fertilizers and all hampers the agricultural productivity of the farmers to a large extent. Giving his presidential speech, Chief Minister Nongthom Bireng stated that in a state like Manipur, agriculture is the backbone of the state's economy, employing more than 70% of its population. He maintained that the state should utilize unexplored areas and barren lands for agricultural activity in order to accomplish the aim of doubling farmers' economy in the state. The Chief Minister further stated that the government is putting all-out efforts in order to felicitate various relevant schemes introduced and sanctioned by the centre to the farmers in order to reach the required goal.
The state is still lagging far behind the other states of India in terms of availability of infrastructure for social and economic development through scientific management of the rich biodiversity of the state and implementation of the good management practices of sustainable agriculture. We are rich in knowledge, we are rich in agriculture, we are rich in sports, we are rich in every other thing, but we are not rich as far as sustainable development and food is concerned.
Practice farming is their main occupation. On the other hand, the state does not have big industries, unlike in other advanced states in the country. Thus, the source of income of the farmers are mainly from the agriculture and the allied activities. We need to think beyond food productions and give back to our farmers a sense of income security. The state government has begun its work on developing strategies to double the income of farmers by 2022.
Health Minister Langpolakpam Jayant Kumar has stated that a sub-divisional hospital will be established at Sagolman considering the population density with approval from the inhabitants. He said a proposal in this regard will be submitted before the cabinet. The minister made this statement at the state-level workshop on weekly iron folic acid supplementation program organized by the Directorate of Health Services and National Health Mission Manipur at Imphal Hotel today. Speaking exclusively to Impact News regarding relocation of the district hospital from Sagolmang, Minister Jayant Kumar stated that he discourages the idea of backstepping on media. He inquired under whom is the concerned land still registered and further questioned the local MLA if he had completed donation of the land. Jayant Kumar stated that the earlier proposed site is still registered in the name of MLA Lokeshwar's wife and mother-in-law. The health minister alleged that the local MLA had withdrawn 1.38 crore rupees for fencing the land by one firm, MS L. Singh from Kashampat, Kasham Laikai. The health minister alleged that the anonymous MS L. Singh is MLA Lokeshwar himself. Jayant Kumar asserted that the matter will be comparatively less controversial if the fencing was done after proper registration of the land with the Directorate of Health Services. He stated that the law does not permit Lokeshwar mere arbitrary promise of donating the land without actually donating it. The health minister expressed disappointment at MLA Lokeshwar political survival strategy by misusing the media and further warned of disclosing relevant documents to the media if the latter continue to provoke controversy. He further questioned the MLA concerned as to why the land ownership has not been altered even after 7 years of laying the foundation stone. He implied that the polemical strategy adopted by the MLA is inciting more rage among the members of the JSC. He said the land at Sagolmang was bought for more than 4 lakh per 1.62 acres during the rule of the previous government. He called on to inquire at what price local MLA Lokeshwar bought the concerned land from the peasants. Jayant Kumar appealed to the JSC to look into who is availing monetary benefits in this matter. With regard to shifting the location for the Imphal East District Hospital, the Health Minister said the population density of Kiamgai is more than Sagolmang.
Mokok ngau naba prajada confusion create tawnaba political survival ki thibagi mong da ma yam kanna ngang bi haina bi leiba tar gi akoi gi su pot putokani che chilere te chen bi amakil podam na te document ki bi kanone man bi settlement da desi office da pata kara ming lei ge jo chen bi amakil puna te ko kui da 2011 to ma da in mamang da minister or ma matam da gi na hojik se now it is 2017-19 she how lam ji omalu de kari no shin kana thengi no shin jesi kangbu gi de chim emotional outbreak da go ki wa den akoi to bi je to ban hai ba ki wa den ma da emotion da thum chari phiming chongli da ka jo gi no kana chongli da kana na paisa gi monetary benefit kana lowi de gi lam kana ming no kamai to no hai ba che ma chi jesi kang bias oi den thik haning but ma pu asing man paisa kyam bang ge je ma pu asing ba sin am ta hangan ning noi da local MLA da paisa kya pir ga lam che lai gi do mana le lok sila ga kan to ne ba khabar da sum tilon sum pangai da sum mana sum mai sum yang gi le ga di mai chang nar kani.
Peace and Development Coordinating Committee (PDCC) has alleged that the ongoing chaos over the construction of Imphal East District Hospital ensued due to non-allotment of the land for construction of the hospital to the government by the MLA Kundrakpam constituency. PDCC further appealed to the local MLA to work sincerely for the people. Addressing media persons at Manipur Press Club, advisor of PDCC, Nongthombam Jilla, stated that MLA TH Lokeshwar has not allotted land for the construction of the district hospital in Sagolman as proved by the MLA statement in the media that he is ready to sacrifice the land. He further urged the MLA not to incite chaos among the people. On the other hand, PDCC appreciated women organizations for extending supports to the JSC formed in connection with the construction of Sagolman District Hospital.
Government lam pide habiti man haisini lam gisiki pasapi ninga le ta di ma ka thoke habine ba kari kat kya ma nu di government dat lam je pidri ba si lam chena bne tro na de ki media da lawri si lam du chena bu soi tok bi param lawre param ngang na re param hana ra oi da pa do mayama taw salaga ngarang ge ima ibel halaman sing kanu ge Manipur gi sakda re ba le ba ka tho ba mai ibel mayam la ka ta da lam gi se de si PDC pu gudam ni kanai pu duri no PDC ba se chena de mam de lam gi chena blai Inspection
will be carried out at both government and private hospitals to check adherence on guidelines laid down by the government. Addressing media persons during an inspection visit at Jennings Hospital today, Chairman of Manipur Pollution Control Board, L. Radhakishore, warned of action against any doctors, nurses and employees of hospital if they do not follow the guidelines. He further said under the initiative of Chief Minister Biren, government representatives will start inspecting not only hospitals and treatment centers but even government offices to check the employees' performance. He asserted that when government officials discharge their duties efficiently, there will be no delay in public works. Radhakishore maintained that the earlier careless attitude will not be allowed any further by the present government. He appealed to those who cannot perform their duties with honesty and sincerity to leave their jobs to pave a way for more efficient employees. The chairman inspected various departments and incinerator plant of the hospital.
Government Gilaribo Department Machinery Singshina, Maki function to Womatum, the Praja Sing the Kashu, our playroy. Government of Ekalibi scheme singers, right benefit to, right person, Jakuna, people, Yobungum them. Adoga Bachetiam Chong Kaiba, Tabak singers implement the Womatum, the proper way walk to the Ikoi Tabak Togdri, Moruena, Ikoina Gamena, was local cheribes, Rapaching the buying later, bank facility later, hospital Gilariba, Awawa, Lambitungi, Awaba singers, Yakoi. I cannot get them up. Kungang Chalo Hibasiki, the committee Same, district level, the Amadi, Kungang Sinsiki, subdivisional level, the Salaka, Mapamaduki, details report Lorani, high report reporting as a government, submit Tora consider. A quick budget riba, market department voice, budget riba, Pesasing as a budget to reflect Toraga, Tabak Tokani.
Speaking at the sidelines, Director of Jenims at T.H. Bimo stated that efforts will be made to maintain cleanliness at the hospital. He said the Chief Minister and the Minister concerned will be approached to fill in the inadequate infrastructure of the hospital. Bimo lamented that lack of manpower, especially lack of adequate sweepers in the hospital, hindered in maintaining cleanliness of the hospital's surroundings. He also said a report was submitted to the government highlighting the need for a light vehicle for picking up garbages and requirements for adequate dustbins and the waste treatment plant. The director assured to start the necessary works at the earliest.
Luna nana thamna baisi aikhoigi staff sing amadi masida laiba Asian party sing desu awareness ama piduna hospital si nana thamagadi moi gi laiba anaba singsu thuna pharaga mayumda aikhoigi infection yamna thuna control tawraga nungaina hangadoribani aduna luna na thamba si phajabagi ngakta natabada anaba si yamna thuna cure tawbada mating pangadamni.
PHED drew the attention of relevant authorities and asserted that the Imphal sewerage project requires maintenance prior to its operation. Officials of the department stated that the 15-year-old project has completed 96% of its construction and the remaining will be completed by December this year. The official maintained that PHED did not certify any private water supply activity. Addressing media person as a part of the ongoing series of press conference held at the Directorate of Information and Public Relations in Moirangkom, Superintendent Engineer of Urban Circle PHED KSH Lalit Babu made the announcement. Upon inquiry by Impact News about the Chief Minister's assurance of establishing rainwater harvesting schemes in the hill districts last year, KSH Lalit Kumar responded that the water harvesting were introduced at Senapati, Tamenglong and Chandel districts. He said the rain harvesting scheme at Tamenglong is sponsored by NLCPR and NEC and it has yet to be taken up in other hill districts. Responding to Impact News query on the shortage of drinking water across the state, Lalit Kumar stated that the department is facing various obstacles due to shortage of funds. However, the department will try to find solution in collaboration with the government. Officials of PHED assured of undertaking various measures to prevent flooding of water supply pumps before the onset of monsoon.
Imphal Sewerage Zone 1 is covering the ward numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, 15, 24, 25, 26 only. As for the remaining wards, another DPR is under preparation. Partially trial run has been started. Earthquake, which happened on January 4, 2016, some of the wards were damaged and by December 2018 it will be completed.
अखोगी स्टेट तक फंगब पैसा वांगदे सेंटर तक लाप खरदुना पामजरी पैसा मोइसु पिरक्तेबा असाई सर्टिफाई तौबा इसिंग अदु हाइबदुदी फिलिंग पॉइंट अमा तुरेनि चिंखलगा हेता खरा फमदलगा अलम खरा हचलगा पीबी पोसिमने दुम लै सिदी अखोई पीएचसी के आउट ऑफ अखोई कंट्रोल ए हाइजगे मरमनि केनोदा सिदी डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के वावइन तौ.
Employees of Rural Development Panchayati Raj staged a sit-in demanding implementation of the 7th Pay Commission in the state. Agriculture Minister V. Hankalian has launched the one-day state-level workshop on biodiversity and sustainable agriculture for doubling of farmers' income at City Convention Centre in Palace Compound today. Vice President of India M. Venkaiah Naidu graced the valedictory function of the state-level workshop. Rajya Sabha MP Khetrimim Vavananda, Vice Chancellor of Central Agriculture University, Professor M. Premjit, Director of IBSD, Professor Dinabandhu Sahu, and Additional Chief Secretary Dr. Suhail Akhtar were among those present at the opening ceremony of the workshop. Addressing the gathering, Minister Hankalian stated that the government of Manipur, especially the Agriculture Department, is undertaking various measures to uplift the economic condition of the farmers in the state. He assured that the Agriculture Department has developed strategy for doubling the farmers' income for sustainable development of agriculture. He said efforts are on to increase agricultural yields by adopting modern technologies and high-yielding varieties of crops like rice, cereal and oilseed crops both in the hills and the valley. He also said industry-based crops like sugarcane, cotton and mulberry trees were introduced for enhancing the income of hill farmers. Speaking on the occasion, Rajya Sabha MP Khetri Mayum Bhavananda lamented that Manipur, despite being a fertile land, lack of political will has hindered undertaking of various developmental measures for the farmers. He further emphasized the need to check whether various welfare schemes initiated by the Prime Minister of Manipur of India are reaching the farmers or not. Experts at the workshop also spoke on increasing farmers' income in 2 technical sessions.
The farmers of Manipur are in a unique position of transform its constraint to their advantage by practicing different farming systems, including organic farming. The very reason for organizing this workshop are the concepts that of biodiversity and doubling of farmers' income. So we've got, we've got fertile land, we have got everything fertile, we've got everything that is, that can be done in respect to agriculture. So what is being lacking behind? For all these years, we have, only thing lacking is the political will. The political will to do something for the farmers. Number of programs, the projects that our Prime Minister has announced. How is it, how can we make it available to the farmers?
Swachh Bharat Divas, a cleanliness drive under Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, was observed in 24 Gram Panchayats of Bishnupur district. District Water and Sanitation Committee, Bishnupur, organized cleanliness drive from Laimaram to Wangu Gram Panchayat. Speaking at the sidelines, representatives of the Ministry of Defence Director Robert Elangbama stated that rural villages play a significant role in the country's development. He advocated for the conduct of such campaign across the country. MLA Oinam constituency L. Radhakishore was also present at the event. Socialist Students Union of Manipur SSUM in a press release informed that new executive members of Lilong Area Committee were selected to propagate the works along the ideology of Irabot for an equitable development. Meitei Maruf Meitei Leibak celebrated its 73rd Foundation Day at Wangkai Thambalkhong today. Upa Adasha of Imphal East Jilla Parishad, Khetri Tama, Pradhan of Thambalkhong Jilla Parishad, Koijam Roma, President of Meitei Maruf Meitei Leibak, Soyam Angamba, and many people attended the event. The indigenous 7-colored flag was also unfurled on the occasion. Traditional songs, dances, performances, and other rituals were the main highlights of the events. A Loktak floating homestay constructed under Loktak Eco-Tourism Development Organization LEDO Thanga was inaugurated this morning. The floating homestay was jointly inaugurated by the General Manager of Pognafam and People Chronicles Delhi's Neera Sharma, LEDO President Rai Chandra and LEDO Secretary Mohan Chandra. The Loktak Lake, which is one of the most beautiful and remarkable tourist destinations of Manipur, is developing over the years to attract more tourists. There are lodging facilities for tourists around the Loktak Lake. However, the floating homestay inaugurated today promises to give a one-of-a-kind experience. LEDO took the initiative for floating homestay constructed above the lake to promote the state in the global tourism map. Proscribed group Manipur Naga People's Front (MNRF) has informed that the prevailing conflict in the Tangkhul churches is an age-old conflict caused due to egoistic mindset among the leadership of Western Tangkhul, especially by the Somdal village. In the press release, MNRF said the Tangkhul churches were under one administrative association called Northeast Baptist Association of Manipur (NEBAM) from 1929 until 1959. However, during a general meeting held under NEBAM at Lungfu village in 1959, the vested elders of the Western Tangkhul churches allegedly tabled the agenda to segregate the Tangkhul Christian Association into 4 different associations as per the jurisdiction of the Tangkhul landmark, which was opposed by the Southern Tangkhuls. The press release further alleged that the monetary fund awarded by the California Ministry Funding Agency was misused by the association leaders under TBL leadership along with NACN-IM, and they withdrew a sum of 40 lakh rupees forcefully in December 1995. MNRF alleged that the NACN-IM came up with an idea of a new nomenclature called Tangkhul Baptist Churches Association (TBCA) instead of TBL in order to cover up their crime. Universal Vision Ishok organized a felicitation ceremony for Professor G.D. Rangchingchung, RN, who has backed the Jawaharlal Nehru National Award at Wainem Village today. G.D. Rangchingchung, RN, hails from Wainem Village in Kangpokpi district and is presently working at IIT Roorkee. Speaking as a chief guest of the event, MLA Oinam constituency L. Radhakishore emphasized on the need to motivate and appreciate individuals making progress in various fields. He further appealed to the people to leave behind self-centric attitudes and to consider more for the overall development of the society, asserting that environmental issues are one of the major crises facing the state. MLA Radhakishore encouraged the people to plant more trees. MLA Kumbi constituency Bira, village chief of Wainem village, church leaders and pastor were among those present at the event.
Mi amaga khenaba leite mi pam khudingmak amakhaktani family amakhaktani haiba agi slogan agi wapam se thamjaraga koi ngasidi ekoi afaba maikei the forward to the development to the peace ekoi nungsinana peace keloina development of inaraga koi ngasidi nungai phaba adugo malaipak adugo lamdam mama oirase haidana asigi sigumba facilitation program ase da ihang appeal tawjabani.
Kanglei Park Students Union in a press release informed that Kanglei Park Students Union Imphal East District Council will carry out drives against selling of betel lips and tobacco products in the state. The union further urged not to sell these products, especially in and around educational institutions. All Manipur Students Union (MSU) and Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol (KADA) under the banner Let's Stand Against Substance Abuse, jointly organized by Anti-Drug Campaign at King's Way English School at Sanjentong in Imphal East District and Trinity Public School at Mongsangai in Imphal West District today. Resource person of the campaign, Finance Secretary of KADA, Gitchandra Mangang, spoke at length on the disadvantages and negative effects of drug abuse. And before we wrap up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu on his maiden visit in Manipur says no to politicize rape cases, says rape has no political color, is a crime and perpetrators should be punished. Health Minister Jayant Kumar opens up on relocation of Imphal East District Hospital from Sagolmang, proposes a sub-divisional hospital at Sagolmang. Manipur Pollution Control Board urges both government and private hospitals to follow the guidelines of the state government. And PHED officials says a 15-year-old Imphal sewage project is 96% completed. Full completion is expected before December this year.